what's going on in the Southwest here, where we're from. The Southwest civilizations that are going to arise that are going to impact California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, and then the states in Mexico, Baja California, and Sonora, and Chihuahua, and Coahuila, and Tamaulipas, and Nuevo León. All of these are the border states of Mexico. All of these are the border states of the United States. So when we take a look at the Southwest cultures are very important because there's two ways to think of the cultures, and both ways are accurate, but on different levels of generality. So again, keep that in mind, Shameen, with regards to how eventually cultural practices are going to be shared amongst each other. One is to view the entire area as a series of regional variants of the same basic cultural tradition. All of the cultures depended on the corn, bean, squash triad as the major food base. All of these cultures made excellent pottery and were adept at masonry construction. So to view the entire Southwest as local expressions of one tradition is therefore very reasonable. But this approach yields only partial truth because each culture differs in their origins and they have quite different early histories. And they came only late in their stages of development to achieve a sort of homogeneity through contact, exchange, and here's the key word, migration. What is important to note about the Southwest is that all of these cultures were based primarily on agriculture in a region that's not at all adapted to farming. Permanent water for human use has been and continues to be a crucial problem. So the gardening techniques had to be specially developed to use limited moisture. That's the key. Gardening techniques. So these Southwest gardeners established flourishing, technologically advanced cultures in the least likely place on the continent. We are talking about ingenious ecological adaptations to support large populations. So there's the Mogollon, that first group. By 2000 BC, they are planting a wild pod corn, which is the ancestor of the maize. And later they hybridize that corn with a wild seed grass known as teosinte, and this increases the productivity of the new plant over the original corn. And so this kind of corn is going to be unique to the Southwest, going to be unique to the border areas because this is what is known as Indian corn. And when you take a look at Indian corn is grown in the four sacred colors of humanity: white, black, yellow, red. And you see that combination in the corn: white corn, black corn, blue corn, red corn, yellow corn. That's known as Indian corn. And so this corn is very sacred. Well, that's the Mogollon culture. The second group is the Hohok, and the Mogollon culture stems from Durango, in the state of Durango in Mexico, into Coahuila, over to Chihuahua, and into New Mexico. That's over across to the western part, the eastern part of Sonora. That's the Mogollon culture. Then there's the Hohokam culture. The Hohokam culture goes from the Four Corners region and likewise in the Arizona, Nevada deserts, all the way down to Sonora and Sinaloa, on the border of Sonora and Sinaloa, which are the states just south of Arizona. That's the Hohokam culture. Then there's the Anasazi culture, which is the Four Corners region that covers Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah. So we're talking about, these are the three major cultural areas, but there's different other different groups that are just as important. It's just that I'm selecting these three to help us appreciate. Now, there's the Mogollon. They're about 2000 BC. At about 300 BC, there arrives the Hohokam. Their origins are controversial, but they established irrigated agriculture, communal villages, and hand technologies. And then the third group are the Anasazi, and they're the subject of the more romanticized and scientific attention. But for the purposes of this class, let's understand and appreciate specific experiences. Let's go and appreciate something about the Anasazi culture, and let's visit a place called Chaco Canyon.